So good evening once again, folks. Now from a sad Varad Vaichal to a happy looking Varad Vaichal. Yeah, we are traveling the world from Dharamshala to Christchurch. The second test match between New Zealand and Australia awaits all. And Australia, yes, beaming with the success of 172 runs over New Zealand in the first test match as Basin Reserve, would love to continue its dominance, taking 2-0 lead and also gathering WTC points with at the current state. India, on the other hand, who is scheduled to play at Dharamshala tomorrow, stands at number one position. So Australia would love to topple India from that position and hope that India doesn't win the last test match. But coming to this test match, sir, your take completely because Australia is your team and first test match was a complete show of dominance.
Yeah, as I said, that Australia, Cameron Green, he was single-handedly scored 170 odd runs. It says that how the team is what you call not dependent on a single individual. So no doubt Smith and Khwaja they got the start and everything in the first innings of the first test match, but there's a panic. The wickets fell like a pack of cards, and then there was huge pressure on the middle order. And I am still don't understand that why Smith is in the opening the batting. He should be batting at number 3, 4 position, and Manas Levision should open the batting because Smith is playing funky shots and his batting is not. He's not like that kind of batter, to be honest.
Exactly, you got me to the point or to the question which I was going to ask. Steve Smith has looked off color since Pakistan has toured. Not even versus Pakistan, where all the other batters scored freely. Smith scored a century. Against West Indies, he faltered in a what we can call a Shamar Joseph test match. And with New Zealand, yes, he took the role of the opener. Against West Indies, continued it in New Zealand, but he seems out of color in versus New Zealand in the first test. So, do you think is Australia toying with Steve Smith's stature as a batter because they do have Matt Renshaw to their squad, which he opens regularly in the Australian local tournaments?
And actually, they also have Cameron Bancroft. Why Cameron Bancroft is not getting a chance? I'm not getting this logic. And Matt Renshaw, he made his debut way back in 2016-17 against Pakistan. And now it has been 2024. He has scored tons of runs in the domestic cricket. He has got similar, or to call not similar, some sort of characteristics like David Warner. So Matt Renshaw is there, Cameron Bancroft is there. Even Cameron can also open the batting, but we are not getting into that. Jokes apart. But when you have the openers though, and these openers have been playing Test cricket on a regular basis. That Sheffield Shield, which is called in Australia, just like in India, we call us Ranji Trophy. England call it as county cricket. New Zealand called Plunkett Shield, and Australia's Sheffield Shield is very much productive. They give the results. So Matt Renshaw should be the first priority, as you said, sir. But Cameron Bancroft hasn't done that bad also, no. So it's quite a mystery. Like what George Bailey, who is a chief selector, what's going on in his mind? I'm not getting it.
That true. Talking about the second batter on in the Australian top order, Marnus Labuschagne. He is said to be as a photocopy of Steve Smith. Has exact style replicated in Steve Smith. He knows everyone in the cricketing world knows Marnus Labuschagne as pupil of Steve Smith. But yet, after scoring tons of runs in the previous seasons overall, he was amongst the highest daters in the WTC last year's cycle. But this year, something has gone wrong with Marnus Labuschagne that he is not able to score runs freely as well. So, what do you think is wrong with Marnus Labuschagne? Because he is the middle order batter that holds the Australian innings together.
Yeah, Manas Levishan actually he needs to show faith in himself. He's lacking self confidence. See, he has scored a lot of runs in. He has smashed a century also in India, and now it's a first test tour to New Zealand. And see, he should what you call say first of all to himself that no doubt my idol is like suppose I am Manas Levishan, my idol is Steve Smith, but I need my own technique now. It's high time because Smith hardly will play it for a couple of years. He's 35 years of age. He is not a part of what you call the main leadership group. In no doubt, he is a deputy of Pat Cummins. But now Manas Ravisha needs to say just what I remember said just now. Play his natural game. Don't get into the shell. Why are you playing dot balls? I'm not getting rotate the strike, what to call, frustrate the batters. That no run, which he says, he copies Steve Smith. Actually, it's a very good combo also. But so let's see what happens. And I'm expecting him to score runs because if he doesn't know, George Bailey will say to him, score some runs in the domestic circuit or take a break. And getting a break in Australian cricket means that you are out of the team for at least 6 months or so.
True. Coming to the Australian middle order, sir, someone say something says that this Australia is a new team in building, but too many all-rounders in Test format might just hamper the Australian cricket's progress, according to my condition. Because see, in T20 format, yes, you might have one or more all-rounders. In one day, some all-rounders are can be handy in middle overs. But in Test cricket, too many all-rounders just can spoil the faith in going in future because all-rounders in the with the caliber of Michelle Marsh, Travis Head, and Cameron Green, all players are hitters. No one has that stopped them in Test cricket. So, what's your take on the Australian middle order?
Australia, actually, their strategy is very good. I like about it because see, Mitchell Marsh can play the role of aggressor. Cameron Green, we saw that turn, which is the daddy 100, which is scored. That see, it was very incredible that knock. It said that no one, no doubt, if David Warner is no longer with them in the Test cricket and in the all forms of the game, except T20 World Cup, which is in June. But now they are going to live without David Warner in Test cricket, so I don't see the problem of having all rounders in the team because see what happens if Mitchell Marsh gets an spell of suppose for 3 to 4 hours and he takes a wicket and Cameron Green takes 2 to 3 wickets, then there is no additional pressure on Mitchell Stark and Josh Hazelwood because see Pat Cummins is also made a statement like I won't be the captain for forever. So see because fast bowlers can't play 5 test matches on the bounce, and also he's also going to play IPL and he's a captain of SRH also. Sunrisers Hyderabad, and he's also 30 years. So hardly 2 to 3 years of Pat Cummins, and then who knows, he might also say bye bye to international cricket. And coming back to your point, I disagree with you. No offense, but because see, all rounders win you matches, all rounders win you tournaments. Australia won ICC World Test Championship 2020 or 2023 because they had Travis Head was there. He was also a spin bowling all rounder. They had Scott Boland was there, Mitchell Stark, Pat Cummins, Josh Hazelwood, everyone hunted in a pack. Because what happens if I'm suppose Mitchell Marsh and then if I'm not scoring runs, then Cameron Green will say, then Cameron Green will have to score runs. So they are not dependent or they are an independent what you call cricket team. They have the camaraderie, the bonding, the everything which a champion team needs to have, and they are the truly deserving champions of all the three formats.
Truly. And then coming to the Australian bowling attack, as you mentioned about their captain Pat Cummins, he too mentioned in a press conference after first test match that he won't be playing around the circuit for too long or be the captain. But in test match cricket, apart from Pat Cummins and Josh Hazelwood, Michelle Stark seems to be a little off color in terms of bowling line and lengths. So your take on this pace trio?
Yeah, actually, Mitchell Stark is someone who can give a fiery spell of 3 to 4 overs. He can pick 2 to 3 wickets, and if he doesn't take wickets, he'll go to the cleaners. It's simple as that. Even Mitchell Johnson was quite similar to that only. See, because what happens, left arm fast bowlers, which are who have been successful, like Neil Wagner was there, getting the ball into the bottom right-handed batter is very tough. So it's very hard to what you call only the successful what left arm fast bowler I remember is Zair Khan. Zair Khan used to do that very on consistent basis. In 2011 World Cup, in 2010 the ICC World Test Championship base which India won under the leadership of MS Dhoni and everyone. So left arm fast bowlers, no doubt they are special and everything, but Mitchell Stark is not by any means Mr. Dependable. He is very scratchy, and now there are multiple talks, and according to the sources with knowledge, they are saying drop Stark now. And use him as a secret weapon. See, in 2019 Ashes, Justin Langer used him in the third, fourth, and fifth test match in one of the last three test matches. And before that, James Pattinson was there in the team. So, and also Mitchell Stark's workload management is also an issue. He is also 34, 35. See, this trio, along with Nathan Leon, they have been together since 2017. It's 7 to 8 years now, Anup sir. You can't just have four fast contingent to play so much cricket continuously. Someday or the other, it was going to break, and it's going to break very badly for Australia. So until then, you have to manage the workload of all these four what you call bowlers.
You took the question out of my mouth, truly. From one legend, the bat bowling at India with 500 wickets, comes here another legend, the off spinner Nathan Lyon. Australian legend who has loggerheads with Ashwin currently at the moment. But let's talk about Nathan Lyon. As you said, this fourth portrait has been playing over the long years now. What next after Nathan Lyon for Australia? Because Australia doesn't seem to have developing any spinner after Nathan Lyon. Yes, we saw some lights of spinners, but that was in the BBL, but not in the Australian Test squad. So after Nathan Lyon, what for Australia?
Yeah, Nathan Lear, he's the most important bowler. I mean, see, Josh Hazelwood is somewhat similar to Glenn McGrath. Pat Cummins is similar to Brett Lee. But if all these three fast bowlers, Stark, Cummins, and Hazelwood, if they go flop, then Nathan Leon, he has to do the hard work. And you see, they also have Todd Murphy, who was a part of 2023 Border Gavaskar Trophy. He had a memorable test series. So he has got similar characteristics and traits to Nathan Leon. So he might get drafted. He's only 22 years of age only. Even Bradley said that we have found a replacement for Nathan Leon. But you have to give them chances. No. How long will Nathan Leon bowl? Lion bowl?
True, sir, because I remember when in the previous 2001-2002 Test series down under, Stuart MacGill used to play as a backup for Shane Warne, and he was developed as a next spinner under the guidance of Shane Warne. And Nathan Lyon came under the light of Stuart MacGill. So he really Todd Murphy or any other spinners for that matter needs to create a look in future going further, because it will be a bleak future if Nathan Lyon suddenly decides to hang these boots. But coming up to as this match is between two play teams, we might just can't take New Zealand out of the picture. Yes, they lost badly. 172 runs defeat is not an easy defeat. But yes, in their own home conditions, they do have the capability to bounce back. And with two play of their main players playing their 100 test matches, so many 100 test matches this time around. Kane Williamson, the talismanic man for New Zealand, 7 centuries in 7 consecutive series at home. This is the eighth series. He missed out in the first test. This coming this test on a bag of 1-0 Latin. What do you think about Kane Williamson in his 100 test match?
Kane Williamson is a silent assassin. He doesn't get the recognition. It's all about Joe Root, Virat Kohli, Steve Smith, and no one talks about Kane Williamson. No doubt we should talk about Fab Four, even Babar Azam we should talk. But Kane Williamson's technique is so delicate. It's so gorgeous. No, he knows that what you call the point region shots. He plays it so late. It sometimes it seems as if the ball will pass out and he will be what you call inside edge and he will be out. But he has got a technique, and what you call he knows when to accelerate. It's all about what was psychological game. You must be aware of the fact that New Zealand was a Sri Lanka match, which New Zealand won against Sri Lanka in the second test match. He played such a brilliant what you call turn. That test match victory for New Zealand meant that India will play against Australia in the WTC final 2021-2023. So Kane Williamson is in the another league only. He's in his own league, to be honest. No one can match his standards. He has got more than 30 test standards. Actually, and now he's with Gujarat Titans, if I'm not wrong. Next, in IPL 2024. So his leadership will also help Shubman Gill, Gary Kirshner, and Ashish Nehra. See, Kane Williamson, he's a smiling assassin. He doesn't what we call celebrate violently. Aggression is there or anything is there or by any means. But he says, I will do, the bat will do my talking, because losing the 2019 ICC Cricket World Cup by that boundary count, no, whichever captain will have been there, he would have break down. He would have been in tears. But that guy, he had a smile on his face. He said, no,
Yeah,
no, no worries. I will come back again stronger. In 2023, it didn't happen. The next World Cup, it didn't happen. He still has a chance. Who knows? New Zealand might win or not. It's a very long story and very big thing the next 3 years. See, that is what cricket is all about, right? You have to accept the things and live with it and live with a broad smile, which Ken Williamson teaches us.
truly the nicest team around with New Zealanders there, always the Dudi boys of cricket. So, Tom Kane Williamson, we come to the other aspect of New Zealand team. Their middle order looks bleak, but yeah, they do have the hitters in themselves in the form of Daryl Mitchell, Glenn Phillips, who took a fifer in the first match and scored with fire 70 runs, or a new star in rising Rachin Ravindra, the name coming from the name of Sachin Tendulkar and Rahul Dravid to the New Zealand circuit. So, what do you think this middle order to come together to give this Australian attack some headache in the second test match?
Yeah, see, Rachin Ravindra has shown a lot of potential. I was surprised that he would score runs in the test arena. And Darren Mitchell, he's a complete test batter, serious test batter. He knows when to play the waiting game and when to go for the attacking game plan also. So Daryl Mitchell, and see, actually New Zealand lost the first match because of that crazy madness in the first innings. Kane Williamson was run out, that what you call laughable run out. It was, no offense to Kiwi fans. But I mean, he just tapped the ball and went to the run. And then Manas Television was at the what you call inner circle at the mid off. He threw the ball and he was out. So New Zealand, they actually let us talk about a little bit about why New Zealand's body language was so bleak and dull, because they haven't won a single test match against Australia in this century. It's a very big thing. It's a psychological one. So coming back to New Zealand's batting lineup, they need to trust themselves, because see, Aussies have a very what you call dangerous habit of coming into the batters. They will attack you. Everyone will say something or the other thing. There will be sledging, there will be banter, they will appreciate your shots and everything. But these guys are very much what you call unstoppable. Once Australia gets you under your skin, no one can stop them from winning. Anup sir.
True, Australians are true of their characters, just pouncing on the right note and hitting the opponents. But talking about opponents, New Zealand's fast bowling was once taught in a cricketing world. Sir Richard Hadley, the greatest, followed by someone like Chris Staines and all the people, Shane Bond, etc. to follow. Now New Zealand's fast bowling comprised of Lottie Ferguson, Matt Henry, and then William Rorty, who unfortunately got a hamstring injury, but he was now substituted by Ben Sears, a new rookie there. And with Kyle Jamieson in the squad, still we don't know whether he will get a chance in second test match or not. A tall and lengthy pacer. So New Zealand fast bowler, especially Matt Henry, who then furthered his spell of 4 wickets or a fifer in the first test match. It was a fiery spell, only Cameron Green can go through him. So New Zealand's fast bowling looks to compete for this Australian and can surely make a comeback in the second test, especially with Team Saudi, the only bowler to play 100 test matches and the only player to play 100 games in each format internationally.
Yeah. Actually, New Zealand, I'm still not getting why Trent Bolt is not playing. Oh, come on, man. It's Australia. You need your fast bowlers. You need the combination. You need Team Saudi and Trent Bolt to operate from both the ends. No doubt, Trent Bolt, he has said that he wants the money for his vertical retirement plan and everything. But Australia is not going to come every year, man. You need what you call Lockie Ferguson. No, he's still not your red ball fast bowler. There is Matt Henry, there is Rourke is there, Ben Sears is there, but Trent Bolt should have been there. Okay, come on. But Team Saudi is very much optimistic, and he says that they still consider Test cricket as their what we call greatest format. But you need support. Trent Bolt is could have created a havoc against. He knows he bowls straight wicket to wicket. He doesn't give the room to the batters. That is what you require in Test cricket or in any other format of the game, right, sir?
True, but you have taken Team Saudi because he is the only man after Virat Kohli, David Warner, and Ross Taylor to play 100 matches in all the formats. So his stamina seems to be a great thing
Yeah, actually,
in this.
it's not all about stamina. It's all about mental strength as well. Because see, you have to bowl out to a particular game plan, and Team Saudi is 33 or 34. So he also doesn't have that many years in his what you call kit and in his so according to my analysis, Team Saudi has what he knows how to fox the batters. He is a what you call he's a leader also now. Kane Williamson, he resigned from Test captaincy last year also only. So they the fast bowlers are setting another example now that we are also what you call we are also capable of leading the sides. Only time will tell that how long fast bowlers will lead the side, because Pat Cummins, he took the leadership in 2021, right, against England, that ICC series, and now in the last year Team Saudi took it. So let's see how happens. But Team Saudi, it's a salute to him, man. Literally, he has shown that the zeal, the passion, the everything that a fast bowler needs to have to succeed in this ever-changing landscape of cricket. Because you never know what is going to happen in the next couple of 3 to 4 months.
True. Coming and to the spin bowling department. Yeah, Glenn Phillips, the part-time off spinner. We do saw his exploits in 2023 India's World Cup, where he occasionally bowled New Zealand out of trouble, taking crucial wickets. But a fifer in the first stage was something to surprise for. But do you think New Zealand did miss the likes of Michelle Santner, a regular spinner, and Ish Sodhi, someone who is all around, or even Ejaz Patel, a man who took all 10 wickets versus India in India to their squad?
Ajaz Patel's absence, I'm still not getting it. Because what else he needs to do after taking a 10 wicket haul? That too in a one innings, huh, to all the viewers. He
Yeah,
took that 10 wickets in 2021 after, in India. So it's a very big achievement. I guess some internal politics might be the reason. Because see, Neil Wagner, just topic थोड़ा change हो रहा है. The topic, Neil Wagner also was very crying after announcing that he has been added to the game, and now Team Saudi is saying that we want Neil Wagner for the second test match. So New Zealand cricket is also not that much clean according to sources and reports which we are reading through their website and everything, all the stuff on the internet. So, guys, I think something is fishy is going on. And see, spin department, Anup sir, you said Glenn Phillips, he took a 5 wicket haul. See, the track was so dusty, no? Netherlands also took a 5 wicket haul. So, Australians, they underestimated Glenn Phillips. They went ultra attacking approach was there. So, it just what backfired them and they paid the price for it. And they could have also lost the match. So, unless because New Zealand also have those batters. They have Rachin Ravindra is there. They have got Daryl Mitchell. Yes, we discussed right now a couple of minutes ago. Yeah.
yeah, true. But the first innings score of Australia was too much in the first test match. That lead actually made Australia win it, because if the lead was minimal, New Zealand was as well bounced back in the second innings with the ball. So coming to second test match, your prediction, yes, as I know you will say Australia, but do you think any chance of a New Zealand comeback? Because if New Zealand wins this test match, it would make the WTC cycle an exciting one. Because now, as long as India and Australia, New Zealand will be also in the fray for the WTC final.
Actually, if you ask my prediction, no, I'm going with Australia only because see, New Zealand, Kane Williamson has to stand up because see, they don't have the experience. Daryl Mitchell, Rashid Ravindra, they are not that experienced. Even Tom Blundell, Glenn Phillips, no, these guys, no, because the Aussies hunt you very badly, very what you smartly also, and they have the technique, and it's not wrong by any means. If you are encouraging someone to hit a six, hit a four, then it's not wrong unless until you what you call there is some abuse. I remember former head coach of Australia, Justin Langer, used to say There should be a banter, but there should not be an abuse. Aussies are not abusing you; they are just sledging you. They are making fun of you, not by any abuse, but Australia will be the favorites. And I expect New Zealand to show some sort of what we call, they should stay at the crease. They should not panic. They should not press the panic button, because what will happen? Because what happens, to be honest, if a couple of wickets fall, no, the entire team falls like a pack of cards. It's all about New Zealand's batting versus Australia's bowling. If New Zealand score 400 runs, no, even 350 runs, then it's New Zealand are in the driving seat. But it's quite tough to attain that, because Australia at the moment are looking invincible and unstoppable.
True. So yes, Australia are invincible, but you can never say anything in a game of cricket because the young West Indian team he toppled the Australian team to 1-1 series draw. So
Yeah.
New Zealand can really bounce back. So your last scenes on how many days this test would end? Anything? 5 days, 4 days before we conclude.
Yeah, on the fourth day, because see, the game is moving very quickly because of the IPL and every other franchise league tournament. The batters don't have patience. The fast bowlers, they don't need to work that much hard, unless until someone like Cameron Green, he stays at the crease and says, "It's my team, it's my responsibility. I'm going to score runs and stay at the end." So I don't see that happening from both the sides till the fourth day. So according to me, we will have results of both the test matches of India versus England, which is from 7th of March, and New Zealand versus Australia is from 8th of March. So both the test matches will end around 11th of March according to my analysis. So let's see what happens, guys. Yeah.
Done.
Okay, so guys, stay tuned. We are going to produce lots and lots of content. These 4 months, March, April, May, June, are never going to come back again in your life, because our analysis are quite pinpoint one. So thank you, Anup sir. Thank you for invaluable time. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Thank you.